Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. What's going on, everybody? This is Buckles Laka with your host, Isaiah. Subscribe to the channel, like the channel, share all the videos. Don't forget to hit the notification bell icon to notify you all new videos that's posted on this channel. Ooh-wee. Shouts out to all the Powers and Sea Bandits. Thank you for joining this week's episode of Locker Room Discussion. We got a lot to talk about, folks. I'm gonna try to condense this as best I can, and try to get right to the locker room. I know y'all want to come into the locker room and get it cracking. Ouch! I was fixing my side mirror today, but you know, what's going on, Steven? Who that for life? What's going on with you, man? Young Deezy, what's good with you? Kid Cook, Steven, already? You starting already, man? Good Lord. For the entertainment. What up, fam? Come on in. We got some things to talk about, folks. We got 3 areas that I want to touch on, and I'm gonna jump on them. I'm gonna make my take on them, and we're gonna jump right into the locker room. I'm gonna open the locker room up early, so I'm gonna spend about 10 minutes. Haitian boy, what's up? Michael Alexander. Oh, you tapping in, Saints fan? Okay, I see more Saints fans. I need more Saints fans. I need some Falcons fans, and I need some Carolina Kitty Cat fans. Chili Will, Cody, what's up? What's up with you, baby? What's happening? I just got a alert that the Saints signed Jarvis Landry, but we'll get into that. We'll get into the NFC South in other videos, but I just want to throw that out there. The Saints, they're throwing it outside. So, you know, from the time that Brady came and brought his friends with him, the first couple years, the Bucs, had a lot going on, right? On the field and off the field. 2020 was a lot of stuff going on. 2021, you know, 2020 got the Super Bowl. 2021, things didn't go well, injuries, off the field problems, whatever. And if you go back to 2020, Cowboys fan, what's up, Molly Mom? I see you, baby. Cowboys fan in the building. Look, we trying to get all y'all up in here. Cowboys, Saints fans, Falcon fans, the Carolina Kitty Cats, the Pittsburgh Steelers fans, the Ravens fans are coming in, tap in, get some of them Chiefs fans to tap in. It'll be nice. Cowboys fans tap in, Packers tap in, but I remember what I told y'all back in 2020 when the moment Brady was signed. I told y'all this. I said, look, this is a 2 or 3 year run. That's it. And right on cue, and you fast forward, 2 years have passed. 2020, that season passed by, and the 2021, 2022 season passed by, and here we are in 2022. Now, we had a scare early in the offseason. Brady retired 40 days later. He thought about it because Giselle said, you can play one more season. This is my opinion. Tom Brady at the stage now, he has nothing else to prove. This season, to me, looks like a farewell season based on what has transpired with him this offseason, with the retirement and then coming back and then signing that big contract deal with Fox. $375 million, 10-year deal. He's pretty much, and he's building his brand even more now. The TB12 stuff, and he got the TV production stuff. So he got a lot of stuff that's starting to come to surface outside of football. And, signing that TV deal with Fox, that kind of should let y'all know right there where his mind is kind of at. And I'm not saying that he's checked out already. All I'm saying is he's making his plans now. He started his plans back in 2020 from the time he got to the Bucs. Let me help y'all out. This Brady wanted to prove a point to New England, right? He did that, right? But the meantime, in between time, while he was playing football, Brady also came to Tampa to build his brand in the South. In the South. SOUF. He also came to Tampa to build his brand in the South. Because the Brady brand was not strong in the South because we built different. We don't do anything that the Northeast do. We don't do anything that, the North do, Jersey, Philly, New York, Connecticut, we don't do anything, Massachusetts, Vermont, Maine. We don't rock with that. We don't rock with that type of culture. We don't do things that they do. But in the Northeast, his brand was built very well, right? And then Brady being a West Coast guy, his brand was kind of out there too. But he didn't have his brand in the South wasn't really hitting like that because we look at things different. Our cultures are different from the North and from the Midwest and from the West, from the Mid-Atlantic. So one of the reasons why he came to Tampa, one of the reasons why Tampa was on his list, yes, he had a list. We was not the number one choice or the number two choice, in my opinion, based on what I've read. I believe that we was number 3 or 4, but luckily it was able to get him. And the minute he got here, you knew this was a window of opportunity. We capitalized in 2020, surprised everybody, 2021 setback. Now remember, I told y'all this. There's peaks and valleys. Was last year the Bucs' peak year in this Brady, tenure, right? Did the Bucs peak last year, 13-4? Is that the best that we're going to see with this currently constructed team with a 44, soon to be 45-year-old quarterback? Right? I mean, 11-5, 13-4. Can't get no better than that, right? What, 14-3? 15-2? But this offseason has been crazy for the Bucs by itself. Brady retired, unretired, comes back. Ali Marpet leaves. They trade for Shaq Mason. They get Russell Gage. A lot of, get Logan Ryan. No Dominican Sue, no JPP. So Bucs been doing some things with football-related stuff. Then all of a sudden, out the blue, Tom Brady signs a 10-year, $375 million deal with Fox, TV deal, that he's going to be the lead or one of the analysts and an ambassador for the NFL. So if that didn't raise y'all flag, it should have. And also, there was news about Brady going to Miami or taking some type of ownership in Miami because he got a place down there or whatever. He got great friends down there. He's cool with some people down there. And Brady's planning ahead, folks. Brady is a brand by himself. Remember, folks, you got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and you got Tom Brady. 2 separate entities. And that's been like that since the day he got here. His brand was already built before he got to Tampa. So I want everybody to understand that. His brand was already built before he got to Tampa. So what he's done at Tampa, that's just icing on the cake. The cake was already made. We just extra topping. It's not going to change his legacy. His legacy is already cemented already. This is just icing on the cake, cherries on the top of his illustrious career. He will retire as a Patriot, not a Tampa Bay Buck. You understand how that works? So what he's doing with the Bucs, what he's doing for the Bucs is helping the Bucs organization. Brady is bigger than the Tampa Bay Bucs. I love my team, but his brand is bigger than our franchise. And so when he leaves, his brand is only going to maintain or get bigger. Our brand might take a couple steps back as far as the team because of the questions at quarterback moving forward. And we'll get into that. We'll segue right into that in a couple minutes or in a minute or so. So this season is very important on the field and off the field for Tom Brady. He's playing chess right now on the field and off the field. They had voluntary camp with the rookies and all that. I think Brady showed up. So he's trying to be strategic on the field and off the field. He got a lot going on. And he's trying to win on the field with this very tough schedule, one of the top 5 hardest schedules in the NFL. What's up, Kimberly? Danny? But my point I'm making is enjoy this season while it lasts. No matter what happens, the Brady brand will be moving on. And as a fan base, we got to be prepared for that because Brady's preparing himself. We got to get mentally prepared as a fan base to enjoy this season, good or bad. We're going to have our moments. We're going to get bad. We're going to argue amongst each other. Well, not me, but but at the end of the day, we're a fan base and life must go on. Time waits for nobody. You can't stop a clock and say, wait a minute. It don't work like that. That's the reality of it. This season right here is a reality check. For every win we get this season, you better appreciate it. For every loss we take, it is what it is. Don't get mad. Can't win them all. Whether we win the Super Bowl or not, don't get mad. Because things going to look a lot different next year with Kyle Trask. And as I segue to that guy, Clyde Christensen came out and said he don't expect Kyle Trask to be competing for a backup job. What does that mean for Kyle Trask in the future for the Bucs? That is a real major red flag. This is no longer a yellow flag, caution to the wind situation, folks. This is a major red flag. And I don't want to hear this, well, Aaron Rodgers waited 4 years and then he started. No, we're not doing that. Every situation not the same. But see, at least Aaron Rodgers was the backup to Brett Favre for 4 years. He was the actual backup. Kyle Trask is going into year 2, not the backup. That is really bad. You can spin it how you want to spin it. One of my favorite lines. Hashtag, you can spin it how you want to spin it. It's a new hashtag. You can spin it how you want to spin it. But that is a major red flag. That is a major, major problem. The fact that you can't beat out Blaine Gabbert, we got quarterbacks that just got drafted this year. That's going to be a backup. That's not ready, but they're a backup. Malik Willis, Desmond Ridder, Sam Howell, Matt Corral. They're going to be backups. Number 2. And you can look at the previous class of quarterbacks. They came in as a starter or a backup. Kenny Pickett, he might start right away. Or he might be a backup for a couple games. What's up, Danny? Brent? Folks, this is serious, folks. Clyde Christensen has been around for a long time. And for him to... What's up, Clack 5 White? For him to say that about Kyle Trask, he will not be competing. He don't expect him to be competing. You would rather hear Clyde Christensen say, "Oh, Kyle Trask has improved. We're looking forward to him being the backup quarterback. He's taking a major step. You know what I'm saying? Yada yada yada." Right? But that's not what we're hearing. Now I'm a Gator fan. I bleed blue and orange. I was born and raised a Gator fan. Side note, I have no affiliation to no other college football team or football players. I like football, but it's all about the Gators. So you can't spin that. Oh, he likes this guy because nope. Blue and orange all day. The swamp all day. I respect all the other college football teams and their players and what they brought to the NFL, but I'm also gonna be a Gator guy. I'm rooting for Cal Trask, but it's not looking good. That is a major red flag, folks. And I'm going to do more videos on that. I just hope Cal Trask just maybe surprise us in training camp. You know? Because if Cal Trask don't turn out to be something, you go back and look at the Bucs track record when it comes to quarterbacks. One of the worst in the NFL. Steve DeBird, remember him? Brady Testaverde. Shall I keep going? It's pretty bad. Josh Freeman, James Winston, Cal Trask, Chris Sims. We don't have a great history of quarterbacks here. And if we miss on Cal Trask, that's on Bruce Arians. He stuck us with that guy. It's pretty bad, folks. But I'll get into that in other videos as the season progresses. This offseason progresses. And last but not least, the Bucs schedule. I talked about this yesterday. I got us going 11-6, 12-5. So 11.5 over under. You know, I'm going to play it safe, 11.5. Mike Glennon. Yep, Mike Glennon. Yep. I'm going to play it safe, 11.5. And this is just early. This is an early schedule thing for me. I'll do another one, you know, before the first game of the season. But as of right now, 11.5. Because one of those games is going to be we got the bounce. That's the do the ball bounce our way game. So I'm going to play it safe. I'm not going to give a solid number. I'm not going to say 11 wins. I'm not going to say 12. But 11.5, it's about right. Because one of these games are going to be a toss-up. It's going to be, we got the call. We got the fumble. The ball bounced our way. A team is injured really bad. You know. Sean King, too. I forgot about Sean King. Sean King, yep, 2000. Now 1999, remember the Rams game. Was it Rams? Or 2000 game? Yeah, but the Bird Emanuel catch, right? They said there was no catch. But Sean King was straight. Tulane. Tulane is right here, down the street from me. Sean King played for Tulane. Decent guy, too, man. He was a solid quarterback. Career didn't last long, but it is what it is. Football stands for not for long. But back to the Bucs schedule. The Bucs schedule is tough. The toughest schedule that we've had since I don't remember a schedule this tough. I don't remember Bucs having this type of schedule because we've been not good for a long time. Yeah, we had the 10-6 season in 2007. Yeah, we won the Super Bowl in 2002. Then we had the 9-7 season. You know. But when last time we had a schedule like this? And when you get a schedule like this, that means you're doing something good. That means you're winning your division. You're in the playoff. You know what I'm saying? You're doing things good. And our track record is, as far as our history as a franchise, when it comes to schedules and winning seasons, we don't have a lot. Last two seasons has been winning seasons for multitude of things, right? Factors, right? Coaching staff change, quarterback change, tight end change, running back change, third receiver change, right tackle change, kicker change, safety change. That's what happens when you upgrade some things, right? You know, we didn't just upgrade one position. I hope y'all realize that. These last 2 seasons, we didn't just upgrade one position. We upgraded several positions. That's why we've been winning for the last 2 seasons. We're not winning because of one guy. It's obvious. Can't you see that? What does your eyes tell you? I had a guy tell me on Twitter, he said, the Bucs basically won with the same team minus Fournette, Gronkowski, Brown, Wirfs, Winfield Jr. He didn't even mention Ryan Succop. I was like, wait a minute. How you gonna make that statement and then turn around and name 5 starters that didn't play on the previous year? He literally said the Bucs basically won with the same team, and goes off to name 5 other players that did not play on the previous teams the years before, and didn't even mention Ryan Succop replacing Matt Gay. So every season is different. Roster changes are made. You just can't change one position. Now, if the Bucs did that, if they just changed one position and kept DeMar Dotson at right tackle and Matt Gay as a kicker, didn't draft Tristan Wirfs or Antoine Winfield Jr., or sign Antonio Brown, or sign Rob Gronkowski, or sign Leonard Fournette, not sign none of those guys, what you think? We win the Super Bowl? You think we win the Super Bowl without those six other starters? Or 5 other starters? 6 other starters? I mean, let's be real. That's why you got to be careful, folks. When you look at the schedule, we done made some changes on this team. We got the right guard. Lost the right guard, signed Shaq Mason. But we lost our left guard. We drafted Luke Gadecki, Aaron Stinney. They got to compete for that. That's going to be a problem, folks. Left guard's a problem. Brady's blind side. Next to Donovan Smith. I'm just saying. No JPP, no Dominican Sue. Joe Tryon, Logan Hall. No Jordan Whitehead, Logan Ryan. Different roster. But it's only a couple changes. That's not the point. A couple changes can make or break you. So understand how football works, folks. Every season is different. There's no such thing as the same team. You can kill that narrative. It don't work on this platform. I keep it real on my channel. Y'all know that too. If those of you that's been around with me for the last 5 years, I keep it real. I don't pander. I don't sugarcoat things. I don't pander and side with the anti-side, or I don't side with the pro side. I'm right down the middle. I see both sides. And I give my opinion. And I try to back it with some facts too. Hashtag facts or feelings. But anyway, enough of me talking. Let's bring in some of the Pirates and Sea Bandits into the locker room. Let's talk about the schedule, Kyle Trask, and Tom Brady's deal. We're going to rock for the next hour or so, right? Let me see what time. Yeah, we can rock for the next hour or so. Well, yeah, we got some time. So let's get it cracking. Tap in. Tap in. I need y'all to check in. Check into the locker room. Don't play with me. The link is in the chat room. Any fan across the NFL, no matter what team you are, you can tap in and you can come into the locker room, tap in. If your team is on the schedule to play the Bucs, click on that link. Let's have a conversation about your team against my team. Well, my favorite, one of my favorite team in the NFL. It's not my team, but you get my point. If your team is playing my team, Click on that link and let's talk. It doesn't matter if we're gonna beat your team or not. It doesn't matter if your team gonna beat. If you think if you think your team gonna beat the Bucs, that's cool. We can have a honest discussion. No arguing. Oh, what's up, Craven Football Podcast Show? What's the deal? What team you got, man? The locker room is open. It's Friday, baby. I do this every Friday. Every Friday.
What's going on, man?
I know. What's up, man?
What's going on, man? Nothing much, man. Just getting off work.
Look. Hey, look. I'm just saying. You're the first one that walked in the door. You ain't even take no shower. You just come off the field and run into the locker room right on camera. Like, golly, man. You want to take a
shower first? Oh, man. Yeah, man. Hey, it's gonna be a long season, man. Shoot, people better get ready. There's gonna be some changes after this season, man. You know, just look, reality is what it is. It's reality, man. You know, just like you say, hey, don't get mad at me.
Get mad at me. I didn't do this. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan. I'm just reporting and giving my opinion on things I see from a football perspective, not from a Tampa Bay, and everybody else up perspective. You know what I'm saying? So I've always been like that. I'm a football fan first, but I'm a Bucs fan second too. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that it's always gonna be like that.
Most definitely. Yeah, you always gotta look at it from an outside. You know, not just looking at it from your team aspect. I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, I mean, as sports fans, we always got some kind of bias. You know, that's all of us.
Yeah, but you I got the jersey on. I got bias. You know, like I got a shirt on. You know, come on. Man.
Yeah, but you just got to be realistic about certain things, man. You know, I mean, I get it. You know, I'll be on the Facebook stuff and the Facebook chats. I just be like, man,
I stopped.
They talking about bring Sue back, bring back JPP. I'm like, y'all, really, y'all, come on. They just showed y'all what they doing. Joe Tryon and Logan Hall. Hey, they looking 5-6 years down the road.
Yeah.
No,
absolutely. Like so let's dig into this schedule. You know, let me moderate and host at the same time here. And the locker room is open, folks. If those of you that want to tap in, check in. What are the games that intrigue you, or what game or games that intrigue you on the schedule?
The first week, man, Sunday night against the Cowboys. I'm like, good gracious, we got them again. We start with the Cowboys again. Come on, man.
ratings. You know, the most popular team in the NFL and the most popular player in the NFL. It's ratings. To get everybody to get everybody tuned in Sunday night. Just to get everybody tuned in to the football season. You know?
Yeah, I didn't really look at the whole schedule like that, but I did see the week 1 schedule. But I'm gonna look into that one though, because I think
we can look at it right now. I mean, I'm right here.
Oh yeah, okay, I bet. Let's go. Let's do this.
I can pull that up. Hold on, that's no big deal, man. We can pull that up. That ain't no thing of the chicken wing. Let's pull that schedule up. We can look at it right here. You know, let's see what we got here. I'm trying to pull up a decent one so I can look at something that can just so we can actually look at without having to do with a bunch of extra stuff. Let's see what we got here. I'm gonna pull up this. Let's see what we got here. All right, we'll try this right here. Let's try this. Let's see what we do right here. Share the screen. We're gonna share. Boom. Let's try this here. All right, you see that right there? Hold on a second here. Hold on a second. Hold on.
Okay.
So you see the schedule?
Yes, sir.
What's happening,
Yes,
Dada?
sir.
Yo, what's good? You hear me?
Yeah, we're here loud and
All
clear,
right,
baby.
so
Welcome. We are looking at the schedule right now. We got the schedule pulled up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we looking at the schedule.
oh man, the
It's
Saints
brutal.
week 2. Come on, man.
We got a lot of
God.
primetime games. I'm gonna try to see if me and my wife could go to that Falcons game. Trying.
We got
Mm,
5 primetime games.
man, the first 4 games. Jeez Louise. Oh,
We got
oh,
five
they
primetime
killing me.
games though.
I mean,
Let's
I'm gonna
see
try
if me
to.
and the wife could
I
go to
think we
that
had 5
Falcons game
primetime
on the
games last year,
first.
didn't we?
Yeah, so 12 teams got 5 primetime games, and we one of the 12.
But we got some good primetime games though.
Mm-hmm. We got some good ones. We got some good ones. I'm gonna try to make it to about 6 to 8 of them. It's gonna be hard, but you know,
I would
I
go to
gotta
that
go
Germany
to.
game.
I
I
know,
got
but
fans
it's
in Germany.
expensive. It's expensive though. I'm definitely gotta get to the Cowboys game. I gotta get to that game.
Oh, the Jerry's World, right?
I never been. I've never been to Jerry's World. You know what I'm saying? I gotta check it out. Check in the
And
box.
it's Sunday night too.
Yeah, it's gonna be lit too. It's gonna be lit.
We almost lost to them this past season.
So
Defense wasn't on point.
so what games? So what games intrigue you, Dada?
This is probably like the hardest schedule I've ever seen us have
Ever?
since I've been a Bucs fan. I don't think we ever had a schedule this tough.
Mm-mm.
We might have like 3 or 4 teams. It's like, okay, throw it in the hat. But it's like week 1, they're a top tier team.
Mm-hmm.
Week 2, top tier team. Week 3, top tier team. Week 4, top tier team. Week 6, top tier team.
Mm-hmm.
Week 8, top tier team. Week 9, and all these top tier teams,
I'm not counting that.
those could be
Pittsburgh game.
losses.
I'm not counting that Pittsburgh game. That should be a dub.
Any team with a good defense, I don't.
Pittsburgh defense wasn't that good last year, man.
What games were you
Pittsburgh
watching?
was top. Pittsburgh was like top
I don't know.
10
Hey,
defense.
they got scored on a lot.
Yeah, but if you look at the totality of the season, they was pretty solid.
And Big
Even with
Ben
injuries.
was throwing interceptions like Jameis. They still.
Yeah.
Mike Tomlin has never had a losing season. Never.
Never.
Molly
Ma, what's up, man?
What's up? I had to fix my mic.
Well, what
San
you got, man?
Fran,
I
Cincinnati.
just can't wait till week 1 again.
We're looking at this schedule here. What's up, Britt?
What's up?
So what games stand out to y'all? What games stand?
It's a schedule where, like, if you have a 16-game schedule, you can't even say 8-8 because you might play 8 good teams, and you might play 8 sorry teams, and you might split with a couple teams in your division. But damn near all the teams we play outside the division is playoff teams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we definitely got to get that Saints, man. We gotta split one with them. We got to.
No choice. Got no choice.
There's 8 games on the schedule that's outside the division that are playoff caliber teams.
You see that, right? I peeped that too.
That's 8. That's damn near half the schedule.
Now, if you go back in our history, the last couple of years, we play teams like this, like last year, teams that had a good defense, a solid coach, had one or more of the following: a solid coach, a good defense, a nice offense, a nice special teams. We went 5-4 against teams like that.
Against good teams, yeah. That's not good.
I'm just saying, though. 5-4 against good teams, solid teams, and we almost lost to the Jets.
Yeah.
I see y'all going 12-5.
12-5.
Nah.
12-5.
This is a Cowboys fan, folks. I want y'all to know this. This is a Cowboys fan in the locker room now.
You think 12-5? Give me the 12. Give me the 12.
Cowboys fan in the building.
Start from week 1. Give me the 12.
Okay, week 1 is an L.
Okay.
Week 2.
That's cool. I mean, I'm not mad at it. We almost, y'all could have had us last year coming out the gate.
You're right.
Week 2, that's a W.
Okay.
Week 3, that's a W. They ain't got no wide receivers.
That's 2.
Week 4, That's a toss up.
No, they gotta pick one.
Pick one. Gotta
pick one. Pick one.
That's a W.
Okay. 3.
Mm-hmm.
If we go 3-1, that first 4 game stretch, we good.
That's a dub.
5. Okay.
Week
4.
6, that's an L. I think y'all gonna go in there overlooking Pittsburgh.
Okay. We still got 4.
Week 7, that's a dub.
All right.
Week 8, that's a L.
Oh.
Okay.
Week 9, that's a L.
Oh.
Week 10, that's a dub.
That's 6.
Okay, we had 6.
Week 12, that's a dub.
7.
Well, man, week 13.
That's D-Watt not reconsider Cleveland defense and D-Watt.
We have 7 now. You pick Cleveland.
Okay, you with 7 with Cleveland.
Yeah.
Okay, 7. Keep going.
Well, man,
13. I'm gonna take that
week
L.
13,
You gave us
that's
an
a dub.
8. No, we not going.
Week 13.
Yeah, you already gave us that week 2 dub against the Saints.
Y'all don't think y'all can sweep the Saints?
When have we done it?
I don't watch.
What have you done for me lately?
What you got now?
What have you done for me lately?
Y'all haven't swept the Saints?
Nope.
What was that? We haven't beat the Saints in like 3 years. Not once.
1-7 in the last 8 games.
God damn.
Exactly.
I know, God. I know.
Hey, I'll say it for you. That's an L. So we still at what, 7? We still at 7 wins?
Still at 7.
Yeah.
And we on week 14 now. All right.
Week 14, that's a L.
Okay. Oh, Lord. Where the 12 wins coming from?
Week 15, I think that's an L.
Oh, Lord.
So ain't no 12?
Ain't no 12 wins, man.
We 7 wins and we still got 3 games left.
Oh, wow.
So
I
16.
see 12
Week 16. What you got for week 16? Is that a dub or an L?
I think y'all finished off the season on that 3-game winning streak.
So that's 10 and 7.
10 and 7.
Yeah.
That's 10 and 7.
That's wild card.
Hey, I don't know. That might not be.
That might win the division. That might win our division.
Might. What's up? Darright? Did I say that right? So you got us at 10 and 7.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take that.
Molly Mall got us at 10 and 7. We're barely making the playoffs with 10 and 7. Barely. You know what I'm saying? Darright. Oh, okay. I'll bring it back in. Hold on.
Don't feel bad. That's a 9 and 8.
9 and 8. Yo, right now you got good Lord.
The Cowboys in y'all division.
Wow.
Hey, when we get easy schedules, we tend to not to show up. We show up when our schedule is hard.
Oh, okay. I mean, Cowboys got explosive offense, man, but it's that defense, man. That defense, that's the problem, man. That's the problem. But we know we're gonna see y'all week 1. And we ain't gonna back down. We're gonna come into Jared's world and we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make that thing work.
Dak Prescott gonna do us a favor, like he always do.
Oh yeah.
With y'all secondary? Who won't cover?
What you mean? What you
Who
mean?
in y'all secondary?
Hey, look. Our second might not be that great, but we still is decent back there though. It's not top level, but we decent.
Hey,
Who in y'all
the Cowboys secondary ain't top level either now.
But at least we got a note.
Hey, Cowboys secondary ain't all that.
I'm saying it's going to be a shootout. It's going to be like 40-37. I'm not saying our secondary going to stop y'all.
It's going to be a shootout. I think it'll be a shootout. Darright, what you got, man? I see you over there, man.
What's going on, Bucko, man? Appreciate you guys having me on, bro. You know I'm a who that, but
oh, we got a Saints fan in the building. Oh Lord, here we go.
Hey, let me ask you off rip. You got
it right, Bucko, because we like switch situations, man. I live here in Florida. You live in New Orleans, so it's all right. I see Tampa fans all day, so we all right.
I got you. Where you at in Florida?
I'm in Orlando.
Oh, I'm for about an hour. You know, right outside Tampa.
Yeah, right about our way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. I fo traffic.
Yes, sir.
I like that.
You know, mad respect, man.
Appreciate it, man. Welcome to the locker room.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
always want to see new faces in the locker room. Like Molly Mall, a new face. You a new face. That's really good because I'm reaching out there. You know what I'm saying? It's happening. You know what I'm saying?
Say, man, look. First of all, we respect what you do, man, and we look up to you, bro, because you one of the big boys that's out here repping the Buck Nation, and
Yeah.
mad respect, bro.
I appreciate it, man. It ain't easy. I tell you that much.
Yeah,
It ain't many of us out there. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I'm out here front center. You know what I'm saying?
There you
So
go.
so being that you a Saints fan, so I know you got the news that y'all signed Jarvis Landry.
Yes, sir.
So what does that do for y'all?
That you know what that just solidifies our offense, man, because we were that's what we struggled last year. Everybody knows that's no secret that was our problem last year. We couldn't move the ball. We couldn't push the ball down the field. We couldn't even run the ball because, let's say, if we played Tampa, Tampa would have 8 and 9 in the box. So, you know,
I ain't
this,
had no quarterback though. But
yeah,
James gonna throw that thing. So
none whatsoever. But this give us an opportunity to at least try to be a little bit balanced on offense and defense. You know what I'm saying? Our defense was always kind of thanks to Dennis Allen. But this definitely move our offense in the right direction. So I can say that now all they got to do is put the chemistry together. Just because you have those players doesn't mean that it works all the time. So it definitely will take the chemistry.
Right. Okay. I mean, like, well, it's
y'all
crazy.
y'all sweeping us again this year, or you think we gonna split?
Well, the only reason why I would say we would sweep is I think that you guys have new players and you have to stay healthy.
I say it'll be a split
Yeah,
this year.
yeah. I'm thinking
We've been
that
saying
too.
that. We've been saying that for the past 3 years.
But no, but if you think about it
I
like this,
didn't say it. I didn't. We said it to you. Well, yeah, we
I
have.
said it the
But
past 3 years. Even this year, I'm like, there's no way we going to New Orleans and they got Jameis
I, I
and the other backup dude after James got hurt, and they still what was it 9-6?
no. Let's not talk about that.
yeah.
Let's not talk about that.
But we have now here's the deal. We have always had Tom Brady's number.
Yeah,
Always. Every
yeah. That
every
go back to him in New England. Yeah, that go back
yeah,
to when he was in New England.
every,
They've always
ever
had his
since
number.
Tom Brady played and he had Randy Moss, we still had Tom Brady's number because we knew the same way
Rush
you beat
four.
the
Y'all,
same way you beat
Dennis Allen
Tom
got that
Brady
figured out.
is the same way you beat Drew Brees. Pressure up
Rush
the middle.
four. Yeah. Rush
Be
four.
careful. This stuff new you just got
You know?
now.
So everybody know that Tom Brady and Drew Brees were those guys are statues. They don't really
Close the
move.
door. Thank you.
So if you get pressure up the middle, that's their Achilles heel. You get them up to the sweet spot.
Right.
I agree.
I
So
apologize for the background noise, gentlemen. My kids running around.
Oh no, hold on. See, I
it's all
got you.
right.
Good. I got
But
4 of them.
I look at that and I say that Dennis Allen and I don't contribute our offense to the reason why we would play you guys and probably have the advantage. It's our defense because we stellar in the front, we stellar in the middle, and we stellar in the back. So that's what does it. It's once you get Tom to moving and you frustrate him. So other than that, we're not enamored by his mystique, as you can say. He doesn't intimidate us. So
Right. Okay. Look. I'll tell you one thing. I'm gonna be at both games. I'm gonna try to make both. I'm definitely gonna be at the New Orleans game.
say,
Right here.
man,
Right
if
here.
you if you make the Tampa game, if you come out here, I'll probably see you. But I give you guys respectfully 13-5.
What?
Uh,
You
yeah,
crazy?
easy.
Have you not seen their schedule?
I saw the schedule, but the thing about it is,
It's right
here's
here. Look, we looking at it right now.
You talking about Tampa schedule?
yeah, but here,
Schedule right
but
here.
but here's the deal. Even though you have Todd Bowles, Leftwich is not going to pull that biscuit and biscuit type offense. He's not going to do that. He respects Tom Brady enough to say, "Let's run your offense, Tom." because your offense is much safer than just throwing that thing down the field.
Wait a minute. Now, wait a minute. Hold on. Now, just recently, Byron
He said no risk and no biscuit.
Byron Leftwich came out and said, we are still running a no risk and no biscuit philosophy.
What he's saying is Byron Leftwich lying. That's what he's saying.
I mean, I get what he's saying. I mean, I get it. Yes. I get it.
He gave the media, he gave the media what they wanted to hear, but we all know. Yeah. We all know.
I didn't like some of his play calling at times. Even to say hypothetically, like at Bruce Arians within the game, they didn't necessarily tell him what to do.
What it is
I didn't like his play calling.
What it is, it was crucial moments. What I had questions on with Byron Leftwich, and then with Arians would come in from what they were saying that he would come in and change some things because he wanted to make sure his name he had imprint on the offense because he didn't want to be like, oh, it was all Brady. I got to have somebody, let's red line this and let's red line that. That's why you're seeing some of them 3rd and 2s bombs away. Like, what are we doing here? It's 3rd and 2. What are we doing? What are we doing here?
And to be honest, Arians have a Sean Payton's ego. It's 3rd and 2. Why you got a running back there that can run the ball? Stop trying to throw it on 3rd and 2, and unless you're going to do a little quick hits to Gronk or something like that, run the ball.
Sean Payton on a whole nother level. I've seen games where Sean Payton, his quarterback had 12 attempts throwing the ball. They run the ball 40 times.
The problem that I saw with the Bucs, and it happened in 2020, but we kind of fixed it a little bit and going into the playoffs, running the ball more. But the problem last year, I noticed, if you look at those games we were struggling or we lost, look at the passing attempts and look at the running attempts. Mm-hmm. Look at that part right there. Like, it's like they was trying to prove a point that we can beat people through the air, but some teams you just got to beat them in the mouth. Like, you got to punch them in the face. You can't just finesse them all the time.
Do you remember when you guys played us, Bucko? When you guys played us, your first few, and you said it on your podcast, your first few plays, you ran the ball. And you would move the ball down the field. And then y'all went to throwing. And when you came and you played us in the second game when we beat you guys 9-0.
9-0, yes.
9-0. Didn't get over the 50.
No, we did.
You guys came out and you were throwing the ball, but when you put that boy in and start running the ball, you crossed the 50 because he had 3 plays, and each of those plays got first downs.
I didn't understand that. I did not understand that.
Me neither.
I was like,
that always happened. That's not just against the Saints. That's
you saw that in the playoff game.
Rojo going off.
I've beat the drum and said Leonard Fournette is not a 10 to 12 carry back. He's a volume carry back. Give him the ball 22, 25 times.
If you give him the ball in the first half and in the middle of the game, see about time that third quarter gets cranking, he's rolling, bro. He's hot.
I don't want to tackle Leonard. We're 240.
No, he's too busy.
Right. And we got too cute and what it is we got so cute against physical teams. We get too cute. Remember the Buffalo game? We were running up and down the field on them. And all of a sudden, when you look up, like Buffalo, like what are we doing here? Like we done got cute. Like we couldn't beat them up. Like Buffalo beat us. They beat us the whole second half, up and down the field. Beat us like a drum. And luckily, in overtime, we got the ball, and got that Rashard Perriman, got the touchdown. But that those things like that, I always paid attention to. Now you look at the schedule. The schedule, as you can see, we got a lot of hard games. And I always beat this out of head. People like to look at things face value. I don't look at the Bucs, my team, as face value. I always look at the details of the other things, like the advanced analytics and the eye test, right? So you got numbers, the advanced stats and all that. Then what the eyes tell you. One of my favorite hashtags, what does your eyes tell you? And when you look at the games that teams were competent, we struggled. Whether we win or lose, we struggled against competent teams. And I said this last year. I said we are literally right there with those teams. There's not much separation from those teams in the Bucs. Like we literally like on any given Sunday we can beat a good team, but also lose as well. And we saw that last year. You know, we lost 4 games last year against solid teams. You know, teams that had something there. So I'm just saying this schedule ain't gonna be nice. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I got us at 11.5. You know, over under, 11.5 right up in there. You know, so one of those games is gonna be kind of where the ball bounce. We get 12 wins. If it don't bounce our way, we get 6. I mean, we get 11. 11-6 or 12-5, right up in there somewhere.
You guys have the capability to actually, when you talk about them big beat up, punching them out games. A lot of those games, once you take the offense out the game, then I used to say this about Drew Brees. I like when we didn't have to depend on Drew Brees to win the game. Now, coming back and win the game, yes, but I like that we didn't have to depend on Drew Brees throughout the game. The reason being is that makes your team one-dimensional. Once your team is one-dimensional, especially somebody like Tom Brady who don't run, to somebody who don't extend and make plays, just like Drew Brees, man, you guys used to tear off, man. Todd Foles, this man used to tear off on Drew Brees. And I'm like, Sean, bro, you got to get control of this. Because if you keep saying, yeah, I got Drew Brees, I'm going to throw it 90 times, you're putting him in a situation where, you know what, he's going to start throwing that thing because Todd is bringing the heat every play.
Well, there you go. So, the last 4 games against the Saints, dated back to 2020, Bruce Arians and Byron Leftwich, they didn't protect Tom. They said just fling the ball around, and the Saints are literally built for that. They literally built for that.
Yeah, we built that defense for the Bucs.
Yes, literally for the Bucs.
Literally for the Bucs. Yeah, we built our defense was for the Bucs.
Well, you got to think about it. You build within your division. You build to beat the teams in your division. Period. Remember, Julio Jones. The reason why we drafted Carlton Davis and Jamel Dean, Julio Jones and Michael Thomas. So we physical corners and Carlton Davis.
Big physical corners, yeah.
Right. So we needed that. So I get the Jamel Dean and the Murphy Bunn and the Carlton Davis, but also the other teams are doing the same thing. We're not the only ones building for the division. Like the Falcons doing it, the Carolina Kitty Cats doing it. So it's like you got nothing matters until you win your division. Nothing matters. Nothing else matters until you win your division. Then you can start talking about other stuff. So I look at those games on the schedule. On our schedule, of course, we got six divisional games, but then I count the Falcons and the Panthers games. Both of them all 4 of them are dubs for us. That's 4-0.
Yeah,
that's not enough.
Those teams, I know. I'm just saying, those teams can't beat us. We know that.
That's not enough.
Yo, just do me a favor. Beat Dallas, please. You got to beat Dallas, man.
Hey, Haitian boy, you see the schedule on the screen. What do you think about the schedule?
You say 10-7. I'm gonna drop
13-5.
You tripping? You really think 13-5?
You said no.
Yes.
It's 13-4. Yeah. 13-4.
13-4. Yeah. 13-4. Like, why we can't have that record, guys? Like, I understand we got tough teams and stuff like that, but it's a new season,
right?
So, okay, I'm confused now. So we went 13-4 with an easier schedule, and we're gonna go 13-4 with a harder schedule.
But all the teams that you're playing are not the same teams,
right?
They're
like injuries, continuity, all those things.
I put it like this: what you like? The first four. What's the record?
Wait. We're looking at
game
this
by game.
Wait. We're looking at this from face value, right? Just look at it from face value. We could do the woulda, coulda, shouldas, the injuries. Just look at it from face value. Don't add nothing in now because the season ain't started yet. But face value, look at it. 13 wins.
Yeah,
game
like for me, the first 4 weeks, the only loss I see is probably the Saints.
So 3-1 after the 4 weeks, 3-1,
and then the next loss between week 5 through week 8, probably the Pittsburgh and Ravens.
So that's what 5-3.
That's 3 losses right there.
Okay. Hey, y'all know Pittsburgh got a young quarterback back there.
Yeah.
Based
on what he said,
Pittsburgh.
Wait. Hold on. Based on what he said,
he gave us 3 losses.
That's
through
3
8
losses
weeks.
right there. That's
5-3.
5-3.
So that means the rest of the year you can only lose twice.
Correct. For me, the next loss probably won't be until week
The Browns
14.
just got better just because of the quarterback, and they damn near have the best defense.
You mean we finna go on a winning streak from week 8, from week 9, all the way until
17.
week 17?
That's what I think of.
Bruh.
Yo, you don't see them Bengals right there, man.
I respectfully disagree.
That's gonna be our last loss. It's gonna be against the Bengals.
I think we're gonna lose to San Fran.
I respectfully disagree.
I don't know.
That's gonna be our last loss.
We always struggle with San Fran. Their defense been top tier.
Yeah, but San Fran don't even know who's quarterback in their team.
Right.
They coached
right.
well. They coached well. They coached well.
Even if it's Garoppolo, we lost to Garoppolo a couple years ago when Arians first started.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you can rattle Garoppolo though, easy. I mean, people keep talking about San Fran and how good San Fran is, and I'm thinking to myself, guys, San Fran still don't know who's going to be their quarterback.
San Fran's defense is consistent throughout the whole season. That's why I'm hanging my head out. Their defense is, regardless of the quarterback, their defense is very consistent. New Orleans, y'all ain't had no quarterback all year. Y'all defense
and we don't know
consistent.
if they're gonna have Debo Samuel.
As of right now, he's there.
Okay.
Right now, he's there.
Okay.
The only thing for me with San Fran is probably they special teams that probably will win against us. Other than that, I think
we struggle against that Kyle Shanahan offense, that bootleg, because they can run it, they can throw it, play action.
I hate Kyle Shanahan's offense. He knows how to. It's so good, bro. Man, that offense, man. That offense is crazy.
Hey, fellas, you know what? First, y'all talking about the San Francisco quarterback. It's kind of funny when the hot take media bullied the 49ers and taking Trey Lance over Mac Jones. And the reason Jimmy G even still there because Trey Lance can't play. But listen to the hot take media and see what happens. But I think like with the Bucs, I think people just looking at like, oh, they got Tom Brady back, and I'm being a fan, I'm being objective here. We gotta remember that this man will turn 45 years old and he got one foot out the door already. Because I hate to break it to y'all, he ain't playing past next year. We got 37 million. He ain't. People got to remember also, this the NFC West they're playing this year, and also the AFC North. Physical teams. This ain't the AFC East. We had two good teams and two dumpster fires, and the NFC East. Those are like playing better teams. And one thing I think a lot of this is
Whoa. You breaking up.
Yeah, he's breaking up real bad.
Yeah, he's breaking up real bad.
If you moving around, sit down.
Yeah, you're breaking it real bad.
Hold on 1 second, Phil.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to figure out. Fix that connection issue. So going back to Haitian Boy 407. You say 13-4. I say 11.5. So 11 or 12 wins. I mean, which is one or two games under what you're saying. So I get where you're going at, but I just can't pick out 13 wins. Like, it's basically saying like it's gonna be the same as last year.
Yeah, for me, I feel like Arians is what was holding this team back. So I'm just ready for this season to get started. But
if Arians was holding the team back, shouldn't that be a +1 or +2 in the win column?
That's the reason why
I want to say that. That's like last year. There's games where we never put on we might have winning streaks, but we never put on winning streaks where we win good in all three phases.
Right.
Defense might be great.
Right.
Defense might be great.
So
offense struggle. Offense might be great. Defense struggle.
That whole
you might have one game out of the whole year that special teams plays good.
That whole no risk and no biscuit, man. It's a problem because it's like at times
there's games you could have lost too.
At times you could just run the ball, not chuck the ball, but that it's like it says it in the name, no risk it, no biscuit. It's like I'm finna go do something that's the smart choice, but let me just stop. Let me go throw it. It's 4-1. Let me go throw it 60 yards down the field. Like it don't make sense to me, man. Like I feel like a lot of times there were games where we could have really had the opportunities to really put our foot on the foot on the gas, keep the opponent one dimensional, but that no risk it kills it.
Well, you
It just
understand
kills it.
the philosophy behind that is big plays, right? So
Right.
remember from an offensive perspective, is the objective is to score, right? So with the no risk no biscuit philosophy, the Air Coryell 1980s, Dan Fouts, and those guys back then, the Kellen Winslow senior, those guys, they chuck the ball around and you take risk. And remember, the farther you throw the ball, the more likely it is to be intercepted, the higher the percentage is. The further you throw the ball, it shows in his offense. The history shows up in Arians' offense. The further you throw the ball, the more you throw the ball, and the further you throw it, the higher the chances of interceptions happening. I wonder if people really grasp that concept behind that offense.
Right.
People got enamored about because they got enamored with the 30 interceptions, but go look at his other quarterbacks. Don't look at the 30 interceptions. Go look at the other quarterbacks. They were throwing a lot of interceptions too, throwing the ball down the field, taking a lot of hits.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Peyton Manning had 28.
Yeah, he had
Question.
twice. He had 28 and like 26. Like,
Right.
what are we doing here?
Question. Quick question. How any update on Chris Godwin?
I heard December.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
He
looking
should
at
be ready by the middle
November,
of the season.
worst case scenario type of situation.
So I said this. I said this a couple about a month ago. I don't expect him to be back week 1. I said if he comes back week 1, cool. But I do not expect him to be back week 1. It was like, oh yeah, he gonna be back week 1. He gonna be here. No, it don't work like that. It don't. Like I'm not expecting him to be back until like week 9, 10. The bye week. Matter of fact, on week 11.
And also, guys, you got to understand. I think last year they were trying to help Brady like accomplish records and really extend to really accomplish all of the goals and all of the records. And I think that's why they made their big mistake. Brady will be coming this year doing a risk it no biscuit type offense because of the fact that he's not after records anymore. Now he's trying to right the wrong. He's like, you know what? I got to beat the Saints and I got to win on top. And so I'm thinking he's coming with he's coming with his game face. He's not coming this year to, well, I still got records to break. Nah, I don't think that's his. I don't think that's his aim this year.
We got a super chat here
It's
from Who Dat for Life. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Face value, I can see 10 to 12 wins, give or take. Thank you for the super chat. Who Dat for Life. Another Saints fan.
I like the 10. I like the 10 wins because 10 don't seem like a lot, but it's like This not no cakewalk schedule. This not no that's a dub. That's a dub. Everybody on here since I've been on here, them easy games. It's like that's a dub. It's only the Falcons and the Panthers. Y'all ain't say that about no other team. Y'all didn't even say that about the Seahawks. That's an easy dub.
No, that ain't no easy.
Y'all only said that about 4 teams. That's only 4 easy dub wins. That's only 4 wins out of 17.
When do you guys go to any of the cold weather teams?
No, we only got according to the schedule, as I'm looking at it right now, the schedule has us maybe one cold weather game. Cincinnati. Was it Cincinnati? No, Cincinnati. They come.
Oh, they come to us.
They come to us. Wait a minute. So it's not that Cleveland.
Yeah. Wow. All right, NFL, man. It took care of y'all.
Yeah, again. Yes.
Brady effect. Hey, can y'all hear me better now?
Yeah.
Oh, I was saying was that I think what happens is a lot of times with these teams cannot listen to the hot take media. They don't watch the games. They all they go by is reputation. And I just think that fellow Bucs fans got who are crazy optimistic, and I think this team should win the division. Brady's turning 45. He got one foot out the door, $37 million a year on the table. And also, you got to remember, they're shuffling out interior offensive line around a bit. Marpet retired, and I know Shaq. We got to see him on the field first.
In the woods.
And my last thing is, and outrun. My concern is still the secondary in the pass rush. Like they brought all these guys back, but the pass rush, and I need someone, maybe chose Tryon, to step up and be that 12 sack a year guy, because you got the NFC West now. There's a physical division. The AFC North is very physical. And I think that those are some things that people got to look at. And I do agree with y'all that the Bucs need to run the ball more. And they I think the Saints, I think the Saints gonna finish second, but I think it's gonna be very close. And I think that the media is just counting them because they kind of forgot Drew Brees was watching this last year. It was kind of like the Super Saiyan going from blood to black. Dragon Ball Z. It was over. And I think, and my last thing is, guys, and I'm out, I'm wondering that, like, when I watched that last game the Saints played at Tampa, Taysom Hill can't throw to save his life. But Pete Carmichael is more aggressive, letting him throw it loose. And I think that if he lets Jameis move out of the pocket, he's one of the best quarterbacks doing that, that may be a wrinkle right there that I will be looking for. But I think it's going to be a fun year with these two teams, though.
Oh, man, it's going to be it's going to be great with those two teams because now we get to see how well Dennis Allen and how well, because don't forget, the last time Dennis Allen had a team, he was in Oakland, and the last time, what's his name had a team, he was with the Jets. Now you got two coaches with two established teams, and you get to see these coaches play with these established teams and try to add their little sauce to what these teams already does.
And here's the thing. It's kind of similar. Like if you look at the Bucs and Saints, similarly kind of like doing it. Like they kind of like want to make a move, or another make a move, right? So like if you start at the top, right, you got Loomis and Jason Light, right? Loomis been around longer than Jason Light with the Saints. So Loomis been doing it for a while. His track record, I mean, the last 10 years, they're like the top 5 in wins or something like that as a GM. So he's been doing his job as a GM. Jason Light started out shaky with Lovie Smith and Dort Cutter, but then he got his guy, Arians, they go back to Arizona. So then you look at the head coaching situation. Peyton, pieced out, and then Arians was like, I'm out, and I'm going to drink some liquor and play golf and be upstairs, and then comes in Todd Bowles, the successor, and then the Saints lose Sean Payton, and then Dennis Allen comes in as the successor on the same staff, so continuity on both ends, right? So think about this, continuity on both ends. So it's not going to be a huge change on both teams. It's going to be a little tweaking and peeking here and there because of the coach gone, the actual guy that his voice is not in the building. So that's a big deal for both teams.
But the culture is still there. And the thing about it is that's where the dynamics come in because both of those teams have still the same culture that exists, even though the voices is not in the building.
Right.
When Dennis Allen game plan against Tom Brady, he's going to game plan against the same Tom Brady he's been game planning against ever since he was out. Game planning in Denver. So it's like, okay, Tom Brady ain't changing. He's going to be Tom Brady. Mm-hmm. And he's like, okay, let's see what I got to go against versus what I had to deal with last year. So then his big thing was, I need to put an offense on the field. I don't need to put Taysom Hill back there at quarterback.
He made that clear immediately.
Right. Yeah, I don't need to do that. And the same thing with Tom Brady. Tom Brady said, look, you need to get Aaron in the box. And that's where he needs to stay. Because once me and Leftwich game plan, I don't need him coming back, walking over to us and say, hey, guys, let's do this instead of this. No, I don't need you to do that. Because sometimes when you do that, you mess up everything. So
Aubrey, Aubrey, I heard you, man. I you always do this, man. Aubrey, what's the problem? Aubrey.
So what you saying, Tom got Bruce Arians fired? That's what you trying to do?
Say that again?
You saying Tom got Bruce fired?
Tom is gonna what?
Oh boy.
You're saying Tom got Bruce fired?
Removed.
No. Y'all said that.
Demoted.
The world knows.
Demoted.
Look, the whole world knows that Tom Brady played a part in Bruce Arians. Bruce Arians was never going to go upstairs. If he got to go upstairs on any team, he's leaving. But of course, it was Tom that said, "Yo, son, you need to get upstairs. Leave this alone. This is this. Put it like this: Tom Brady wanted to leave on a high note. Risk it, no biscuit, no risk it. However that saying was forcing him to leave on a negative note because he was throwing more interceptions, and he was like, "Yo, I don't get down like this. This is not how I move this thing. So this man need to go upstairs."
I mean, what do you think, Haitian boy? What do you think about that? What's your take on that?
So I think Arians had put himself in that situation with the Glazers. I feel like the Glazers just kind of lost the trust in that man. And like he was saying, like the man is a quarterback. He's the most winning quarterback ever. He knows he don't have to play every game. I need to throw for 350, 60 yards 45 times. The man likes to have his running backs run the ball.
He's a game manager, a perfect professional.
Right. So if you have the best game manager, why don't you let him do what he's supposed to do? Like if Fournette is running 10, 12, 13 plus yards, why are we stopping that to throw it 16 other times? Turn the other team now has 3 other possessions. We're losing time in the game. Like it's just a lot of factors with Arians, and I think also with Arians too. It was just, I think with his health, I think that also played another factor because we saw, especially that one time when he got hit during the season. Man, I was like, Coach ain't finna be in next game. He didn't look like he was gonna be able to make it.
I think we're gonna be more. I think Todd Bowles gonna surprise a lot of people. I think just his mentality, he's the opposite of Arians, right? So I think we're gonna be a little more physical running the ball, in my opinion.
Right.
That's why they
I think so.
I think if we would have been physical, we would have had James still on the team. If we would have been running the ball more, we would have still had James on the team. But he got James Winston killed, and he became the doggone scapegoat.
Yep.
He didn't protect James. He didn't protect him at all.
At all.
He's supposed to protect him from himself. And Sean Payton did that because he was 13 touchdowns, 4 interceptions.
14.
Yeah, he was protecting him, and they were still winning.
Right.
That's a recipe. You got a gunslinger, but it's like, yo,
that's
smart
why
coach Sean Payton was like, I know how to protect you.
That little storyline right there from Winston's tenure in Tampa versus his tenure in New Orleans, that's gonna be an interesting little saga right there. Like, it's like, how does he look now under Pete Carmichael?
No more because
Payton. He looked better. I'm gonna be honest. He looked better.
And he didn't get to finish the season. I think he
looked better, man.
I think they would.
I ain't gonna lie, and I'm a Bucs fan, but he was doing, man. He was carving us up. That dude was tearing us up, man. And he got hurt.
First quarter, he was doing it.
He was still taking.
Man, that boy was doing his thing, man.
But you know that game right there, it was like when he was doing that in the first quarter, I was scratching my head like, oh boy. I was literally scratching my head like, here we go. Like, this dude finna just all of a sudden become this god tier. You know what I'm saying? Like he like
that's seen all them scrambles.
That's what he was doing though.
Been good,
I was like,
though.
oh Lord.
James been good to me, bro. It's just when you get bad coaching, when you when I'm saying, man, when them young guys, man, when they go to bad coaching, dude, that affect them. And now he done went to a team the way he gonna get the way he got the good coaching.
The only thing that Sean Payton told his dude was, hey, check the ball down. You don't have to throw it deep every play.
But he couldn't throw it deep because he didn't have no receivers.
Right. So check the ball down. You got Kamara. If you got Kamara, give the ball to Kamara and do your job. All I want you to do is manage the game. These guys that's running routes, these guys that's doing all that, let them do that. I don't need you to do that. All I need you to do is if you don't see nothing right there.
Here's one thing though. Here's one thing you gotta look at it though. Look at it from this perspective. Winston going to the Bucs at 21 versus Winston going to the Saints at 26.
Yeah, that's true too.
Right.
But when
Two
he came
different
to the
situations,
Bucs,
two different.
he got treated like he was 30 years old. That's the problem. And I think, and that's me speaking from a Bucs fan, I think that's just been the problem. The reason why we ain't been able to develop a quarterback. Because we bring them in and we expect them, now you go win the game. And that dude looking like, hold on, man, I'm just a young dude. I'm still learning.
Right.
That's what we do. We bring them in and tell them you got to be a Hall of Famer by year 3. If you ain't a Hall of Famer, then that means you a Bucs. And I've always seen that, man. I've always seen that.
And that's why. And think about it like this. That's why I heard Bucko say this earlier about Kyle Trask. He said, this man should be training and preparing himself to take over. And what's going on?
Yeah, that's a red flag, man. It's a red flag for me, man.
Y'all seen the stuff where they said that they don't see him competing.
Yeah, I talked about that earlier.
But what they showed me, though, I'm gonna tell you what they showed me.
He talked about that earlier.
Yeah, but that means last year they really didn't give him a chance, because if you look at that last testing game, the dude balled out. Now he don't get credit for when he balled out, and that's what I do know. But that just showed me that, say, bro, you know what I'm saying? Last year he really didn't get a chance, and now this year for your coach to come and say that, well, everything is stacked against him, he don't have a chance. Well, say, man, I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm not saying this what he gonna be. This is a Brett Favre Atlanta Falcons situation to me, and I'm not saying he's gonna be Brett Favre. But what I'm saying is, they did Favre the same way the Bucs did on doing trade.
Wow.
And here you had a Hall of Famer on your roster that they never gave a chance. Dude, y'all need to go back and go see what Jerry Glanville had said about that, to where he wished that he could go back because they never gave him a chance. That's what I'm not. Again, I'm not saying Kyle Trask is gonna be a Brett Favre. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, for me, I still don't know. We drafted
Bucko just talked about that, bro.
Right.
He opened the show with that.
Round.
Did y'all listen to what Clyde Christian said?
In the second round.
Name, right?
Yeah, Clyde Christian.
I'm just saying, you can't tolerate what the dude had did in college. He played the SEC, and back in 2020, he was the #1 quarterback inside of completions too.
Well, hold on a second, Brent. Aubrey, what you about to say?
Reading what he said and listening to what he said was kind of two different things for me. You feel me?
Why you say that?
That boy might not play in a Bucs uniform in the real game.
Because what reading what he said it was worse actually. But when I listened to what he said, I'm like, okay, all right, I get what he's saying. You feel what I'm saying? Listening to what he said,
going into year 2, going into year 2, and he's saying that, like, man.
But they did Favre the same way. They did Brett the same way. That's what I'm saying. And Falcons fans and everybody was like, well, man, this dude, you know what I'm saying? And that was back in the day. And a lot of people, they don't remember that, because when you mention the name Brett Favre, all you think is Green Bay Packers. But what I'm saying is, to not to even give the dude the opportunity, say, man, hey, man, look here, I'm a Bucs fan. I've been a Bucs fan for like 27 years. And I'm going to tell you like this here. I'm starting to believe that this is where young quarterbacks' careers come and die. I'm just starting to get that little picture, man. That's all I'm saying. I'm just starting to get that little idea, like, this is where we come to die, man.
And the reason why I'm concerned about the situation with Kyle Trask is, for one, that was a second-round pick, a high second-round pick. So, that could have been a position of need, another D lineman, another cornerback, another guard. That could have been somebody significantly upgraded position, and we picked Kyle Trask. I'm like, man, that wasn't it, man. Like, I'm a Florida Gators fan, but that wasn't the pick, man. Like, and it's showing, like, it's literally like, look, he could say one thing and read one thing, like, you read it in the article, and then how he said it out his mouth. But when you look at the totality of the situation, that's not good, period. Like,
but you got a 44-year-old quarterback at the time.
But he can't beat out Blaine Gabbert if he can't
But
come
he
to
got to
training
get a
camp.
chance to beat out Blaine Gabbert.
But
What
see,
that Clark Christian dude said,
well, they see
he
him every
ain't
day.
going to get opportunity.
They see him every day. They see him every day.
Yeah, but I don't know if he getting opportunity.
No.
But
Listen what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying. He's right there with Cal Trask. He's talking to him. They're going over the playbook and all that. It's the problem is if Clyde Christian been around a long time. He's been around Peyton Manning. He's been around a lot of guys.
And he got fired everywhere too.
And for him
demoted.
But for him to say that, that's a red flag to Cal Trask.
It's really not, bro.
That's a waste of a second round pick.
Like I say, I believe in relationships too. And I remember here because I was all a fan at first. And I remember when Chris Chandler came here, it was his 12th year, and he played for 12 different teams, and he was known for the commissioner's daughter. So naturally, I look at that. That's like, I mean, you know what I'm saying, man? We got to look in that too. You got to look into them little friendships and favors and all that type of stuff too. You got to look at that too. Because, man, when I saw that dude, 12 years and 12 different teams, and come to find out he was married to his daughter, man, that's a favor.
I'll say this about Cal Trask. Going into training camp, there's an opportunity for him to beat out Blaine Gabbert. I don't care. Look, if he goes out there and shows major improvement, who says he can't win that backup job?
Right.
And that's what he said. He said that in the clip.
But Bucko, he's not even beating out what's the other guy, Ryan Griffin, I think the third string. Like, come on.
But he got to get the opportunity.
And he said he's going to get that in OTA.
He ain't.
There you go, OTAs. We got OTAs. Look, we're gonna see. Look, we can speculate all we want to. We can do some hypotheticals and all that, but we're gonna see in OTAs and training. We're gonna see. Because I'm gonna be on that. I'm gonna be on that closely. I'm gonna be on that closely.
So now let me ask you something. Okay, if he ain't it, who we gonna draft next year? Because we gonna win too many games.
Right.
Who we gonna draft next year?
It should be stacked though.
Because if you're telling me about a doggone Jimmy Garoppolo, man, that dude, my wife can play quarterback. I'm better than him. He's too soft. And Baker Mayfield, he ain't number 12. He ain't nothing but a number. What's our boy named Roaches? He's another Roaches. He ain't nothing but a hype man.
Hey, Bucko. I'm gonna go get me some dinner, man, and I appreciate you inviting me on, fellas.
Hey,
have a good year, man. I've been looking forward to seeing you guys. Bucko, keep doing what you're doing, man. Appreciate
Salute to you, man. Thank you for joining, man.
I'm going to eat some dinner, fellas.
All right, Homer.
All right, man.
I got another question, right? So if we're not gonna bring, if they knew they wasn't gonna bring Sue back, why didn't we draft another line?
Travis Jones, bro.
I said that, man.
Like me, man.
I mean, unless we're gonna sign a free agent, but that still ain't the answer to me.
Right. I was so upset about that. Y'all don't understand. Every mock draft I did, I got out the first round. I went no further than probably around 47 and was able to get Hall and Jones or anybody else that's
what I'm saying, man.
And it's like there were so many people available. Oh my! And then the running backs position, that was another one. Like there were so many better running backs. Like really.
But I ain't really mad at the running back. That defensive tackle, man, we should grab him.
Grab
him, dog.
Say this out though, because I didn't comment when Bucko put up his video after the draft, because I was on there with him when he was the day of the draft, the Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
I know you was thoroughly hot. So he's like, I'm done. We finished the draft. He's like, I'm done. Or I'm thinking second round. He's like, I'm done.
No,
and I'm thinking he gonna come back the next day. He ain't come back till like
we ain't seen for 5 to 7 days, Jack.
I know you was hot.
I was hot, man.
And then you was like, I'm not mad at the picks.
Oh
the
man, that's
position.
funny.
You was mad at the order, and I'm like
the players, man. I'm like,
no.
no.
There was better players at that position.
I literally, that's why I checked out. I was like, I checked out. I was like,
you went D line, O line.
He been ready to cuss,
reach for the O line.
He been ready to curse somebody out.
Hey, I checked out.
I know damn well ain't nobody's gonna trade up in the second round to go draft the tackle guard from out of Central Michigan. I'm like, I know nobody trading up, moving like that. So you wasted a pick to trade up to get him, and he probably would have fell to you anyway.
Right.
So it's like you could have drafted Logan Hall and you could have drafted another D tackle. So you could have did something.
That's how I had it though. I had my mock draft like that. I had my mock draft. I had Logan Hall and Travis Jones with the second round pick. He was there. He was there.
There was probably nobody in the NFL that would have did something stupid like that, trade up to go get this dude from Central Michigan except the Patriots. And y'all seen who they drafted first round?
Cole Strange. Well, the Rams wanted him though. Sean McVay wanted Cole Strange.
The dude from Chattanooga?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sean McVay was like, no, he confirmed that one, dog. Like,
but I'm gonna tell you like this.
My point was is when I did my mock draft and I traded out of the 27th pick, like Haitian boy said, I traded out, and I still was able to get Logan Hall, and then I let the draft go, and we was doing it live. I was literally doing this.
Yeah, I told you not to trade back,
and you told me I traded back, and I traded back. And guess what happened? I got Logan Hall.
Yeah.
And then the second round was going automatic, mock draft. And then the second pick of the second round for the Bucs came up, and Travis Jones was sitting there. I was like, oh, I'm gonna take him too. And like what in the reality, and for the real draft happened just like that.
Just like that.
Just like that.
And Baltimore gonna have that dude. Dude, this is why Baltimore
and
is always there, man.
Playing against him.
This is why they always there, dog. But I think they were trying to appease Brady to come back next year. I think that's what they was drafting for to me, in my own opinion.
Another running back in the third round.
Come back next year.
No, if you're gonna draft a running back, it look I'd have been cool with James Cook in the second round.
Yeah.
They had the capital to get another third round and could have still got Cook. Like
I was like, oh my god, what
the Travis Jones when they passed up on Travis Jones,
we passed on him twice.
Like, I'm done, bro.
Y'all saw what I did. Y'all saw what I did when on the mock draft. Y'all saw what I did. I was like, man, I'm out. Like, no way.
I forgot to bring. I'm glad he brought that up, man. That I was laughing, bro.
I was out, man. I checked out. I was like, no, this is ridiculous.
I know he was like, hey, I'm gonna say this and I'm done.
I forgot.
In the middle of, I'm talking about the drive wasn't even done. We're like,
we weren't even in the third round. What even the third round yet? It was the second round.
Maybe they're trying to bring back.
Then you didn't come back the next day. You didn't come back till like Tuesday.
Remember now, because remember the first day was the first round, and then second day was the second and third round.
He didn't come back till Tuesday.
I didn't come back until the following.
That was Friday. He let Saturday go by Sunday. Monday, I'm thinking like he gonna have a follow up.
Nope.
I'm like, yo, he mad. He in his feelings.
He been gone about a week.
About a week. I was like, I couldn't believe it. Look,
I knew for sure Monday was gonna come. He's gonna have a draft grade.
No, I give us a D on that draft too. I give us a D on that draft. Then they drafted some blocking tight end to where I go on the Bucs pages. They be saying like, "Oh man, he's a mauler."
Yeah. Oh, you know what I thought about?
Glorified offensive line.
After they got Logan Hall, I'm like, okay, they could have gotten tight end from Colorado.
Trey McBride, I would have been cool with that.
Because these I ain't gonna lie, these tight ends that they drafted, Brad, I'm like, you just drafting? Like, are they gonna play? Or
like I said, I understood the position, the picks. I understood, but not the player. I didn't understand the players. I'm like, no, man.
I know Bruce Arians was. I want to know what Bruce Arians was saying when they drafted two tight ends. Because if I was in that room, I'm like, yo, we finna draft two tight ends, bro. You don't even use the tight ends. Why we gonna draft two tight ends?
Right.
Yeah, OJ goes. But you gonna draft two tight ends? That makes no sense to me. OJ signed for what, $3 million? And he could block. But you gonna get these two tight ends? Oh, they can block and this and that. Only because y'all don't have no tight ends on the roster.
But who fault is that though?
That's the GM fault. It ain't like they offense utilize a tight end anyway. You don't use a tight end, but you're gonna draft two.
No, no sense.
Because you don't have one. You could have got some unrestricted free agent or something to fill out a roster spot to get you some tight ends.
Here's another thing. Here's another thing that bothered me when they drafted the running back from Arizona State, White. Cool. Okay. Okay, cool. Rashad White. Okay, cool. But there was other running backs that was.
I thought that was better.
That was better to me. Like, what we doing? Like, what we do again? A third round running back that we picked that were other running backs on the board.
I don't think they picked the running back because if I'm picking a running back third round, I'm like, yo, I'm picking you because you have the potential to
be a star.
Upseed on Lenny. And like, if I got you for 4 years on this rookie contract, you could potentially be a starter. 1,000-yard back, couple catches. I'm gonna ride you out because running backs don't last. I'm gonna get my money's worth out of you. But you drafted another running back who might not even see the field. Since they drafted Keyshawn, they drafted this
right there.
Back.
The Keyshawn Vaughn.
It's always about they can cash out of the backfield because Tom Brady's there.
You picked him in the third round, Keyshawn Vaughn in 2020. You picked him in the third round, and then 2 years later, you pick another running back in the third round.
I ain't drafting no running back in the third round to possibly be on the bench.
But think about it, from 2020 to 2022. You know how many running backs the Bucs could have drafted that was better than Keyshawn Vaughn?
If you're gonna draft a running back, you draft a running back that could create a problem that you like, hey.
James Cook was right there. James Cook, Damian Pierce was right there. No, I don't want those guys. I want Rashad White, Pac-12.
And what's the point of bringing Gio back if you're gonna do something like that?
I don't understand that. It didn't make any sense to me, man. It didn't make no sense.
They better
that's why they got a seat in my book.
Oh, and to make matters better,
and the punter. When you got this boy from San Diego State,
I think they're looking at one of the ex-Raven running backs right now. So that's telling me what you have ain't good enough.
Right.
You still need depth. Depth.
That's what it means. You looking for another running back?
Now, I like Rojo. I'm
gonna be upset if James Cook, Damian Pierce, and Isaiah Spiller, they all do the damn thing this year. I'm like, what the heck?
It's gonna happen.
Bro.
They probably get away with this stuff because they gonna try to have Brady throwing the ball 40 times a game. I'm trying to have Brady throw the ball 30 times. I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see Leonard Fournette lead the league in carries or be top 5. I'm trying to see something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like lead the league in carries. I'm a rock. He got a 3-year contract. He probably only gonna see 2, but
that's it.
I'm gonna do. They need to do him like how Miami did on Ricky Williams. We just gonna ride you, bro.
So y'all don't like the punt in the 4th round?
He wasn't even the best punter in the league in the draft.
Yeah, I think he has the best.
They talking about he's a tough kid. He could bench. He runs a pro 6. They just watched the Georgia Alabama game. I'm like,
do y'all have a problem with a punter? Just maybe not him. Do y'all have a problem drafting a punter in the 4th round?
If they would have drafted that punter from San Diego State, have you watched his film?
No.
You have to watch that punter's film. I'm talking the homeboy kicking 80-yard punts from like your own 20 to the 1.
Okay, so y'all just saying they picked the wrong punter.
He's flipping the field, and he a phenom. Like you gotta watch this punter's film. I'm talking about averaging 60+ yards a punt. If you go 3 and out in your territory, he kicking the ball, it's within the 10. You not getting the offense, not getting the ball at the 30, the 25. He inside the 10. So,
but I understand why they drafted that punter because of Bradley Pinion was a 2.5. It was $2.9 million cap hit, so they got cheaper. So I understood why they drafted the punter.
I was looking at.
I like the punter we had before Arians came. When I forgot the punter's name. He came from Jacksonville. When he was putting that thing, and we had the gunners that's like doing Michael Jackson moves. We down the ball at the 1. We had real good field position. It wasn't Pinion. It was
not Angler.
Angler. That's what Brian
Anger. Yeah. Brian Anger. He was a better punter.
Mm-hmm. He was a good punter.
I think I was looking at something they were talking about. I think he had the best like short distance and punting. I think compared to all the other guys. So I think that was like their biggest concern.
Who, the rookie or Penny?
The kicker they just drafted.
Man, that was a bad
That's
pick.
a stupid pick, bro. You
That
don't
was a
draft
bad
him in the
pick.
fourth round, no matter where
All
I'm
that
at.
he better than his punter, and he better. Man, that was a horrible pick, man.
Yeah.
That was a trash pick. And I'm gonna tell you something.
If you go YouTube and watch this punter from San Diego State, if you go
But
watch,
who gonna go watch the punter?
Man, here's my
that's what
concern.
I'm saying.
Hey, look,
He's
I'm gonna put
that
y'all.
good that you
I'm gonna
would
put y'all on
actually watch
something.
a highlight film of a
I'm gonna put
punter.
I
y'all
see
on
what
something.
you're saying, bro.
Hold on, fellas. Hold on. I'm gonna put y'all on something. The class of 2020, the class of 2021, and the class of 2022. Man, oh man, what y'all think about them classes, man? Like,
well, Keyshawn Vaughn is both back. Nah, I'm playing.
I mean, those classes might come back and hunt us down the road, man.
See, that's what I'm saying. I'm more about the future, man. That's what I'm more about now. You know, I'm enjoying this season. That's just because I love football. But I'm more about the future, man.
Well, the class of 2020 had Winfield and Wars, so that was perfect. That was good. But the 2021 and 2022,
he's supposed to hit on the later round picks because we picked so late. It ain't looking too. I don't even remember who we drafted last year in the later round.
So Robert
exactly
is a backup center.
Yeah, he could play guard too.
So why we drafting
who we draft last year?
Why we drafting another dude?
Robert Hainsley.
The linebackers. We drafted the linebackers.
Yeah, Robert Hainsley and Tryon.
I think they might show up, but you won't know until Levante retired.
Until they get a chance. That's why I be saying that. That's why I be saying that about Trask. Dude, and I ain't gonna lie, I ain't got no more hope in him now. Because now from what Kyle Christian has said, to where once the training camp start, he ain't getting no reps. So, hey man, it was like, and that's what make the pick suck. But at the same time, I'm like this here. Who we gonna go with next year? Who we gonna draft at quarterback next year? Because remember, once we go in the draft, we gotta go deep tackle first round. We gotta get the best deep tackle now, and that was because of the Travis Jones pick.
Baltimore Ravens and their GMs.
And Baltimore
set the standard for draft picks.
But this is why Baltimore is always winning, man. Pittsburgh too. They draft defensive linemen off, but just about every draft. First round, first and second round. But that's what I'm saying. Who gonna be the quarterback next year? Now I'm gonna enjoy this shit.
I wanted them to actually go ahead and trade and get Baker.
To trade who?
I don't know who they're gonna trade. They could have traded that second round pick they used to get this guard tackle from out of Michigan. So you
got Travis Jones with that pick. But what I'm saying is, I'm talking future tense now.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You saying future quarterback. I would have did something for Nagel something to go ahead.
Yeah, we're gonna need a tackle in the near future too.
You gonna go ahead get Baker because you ain't gonna have to pay him. You could have told Cleveland like, "Hey, I'll take him. I'll give you a third round pick. You finna take all his salary."
Be real though. If we would have got that Travis Jones dude, I would have cut the hell up out of 56, man. Up out of Roaches, man. He a good height, man. And no disrespect to his mom. Because I respect his mom too.
His mom?
Bro,
how the hell you know his mom?
Now they get motivated, nigga, to do. Oh my bad. They get motivated to do anything though.
Nachos Nunez, man.
Think about it. He get one tackle. Inside the secondary, and man, that's because he didn't got blown out the line of scrimmage. he get one tackle. That's not gonna be going crazy. Yeah, man, And
I like Nacho. He held it down when Vita got hurt.
But he ain't getting no sacks though. He ain't getting no sacks.
He's not there to get sacks.
Nah, that's why I'm saying next year we gotta go defensive tackle. But Logan Hall, I'm gonna tell you, see,
he's starting right away.
I live in Houston, bro, and we talk college football, everything out here. I talk to Houston Cougar fans. I have never heard nobody talk about it. I'd say Ed Oliver. I have never heard nobody talk about Logan Hall until I bet you, Isaiah. But like I say, man, like I say, I'm a root for him though. I'm not gonna nitpick him. I'm not gonna say just because he have a bad game. I'm not gonna say, oh man, he sucked. No, because that's a dude that at the Buccaneers draft. So I'm a root for him. But I'm just giving you a heads up, bro. I ain't never heard nobody talk about this dude. And I be talking that noise out here. And everybody, well, who is Logan Hall?
No, Logan Hall, they was talking about him.
He's starting right away. He's starting right away.
But man, when I heard the words ghosting, he get compared to ghosting. Man, that's not a good comparison.
Well, Ghostin does his job within the scheme. I like.
Yeah, he had 5 sacks in 10 years. I think I can do that. I'm an old man. I think I can do that.
Hey, you lying, bro. I'm about to go look at that man's sack numbers for
Hey, but I'm gonna tell you something though, bro. Up on all them draft picks, man. For me, now this is just what I believe. I don't think nobody. The only thing I don't like is that Bucs they don't take players and that's defensive tackle, right? But see, at the same time, man, it's a crapshoot, bro. Because it's a whole lot of these dudes, especially all these Georgia boys. Because name me a good dominant defensive tackle that came from Alabama right now. We don't know now.
Them boy from Washington solid.
Yeah, John Allen.
And they got the other guy.
And Quentin Williams too.
But think about it. When we think about Washington, we think about one dude on that line.
But there are 2 defensive tackles. They solid though. I mean, they not dominant.
Deron Payne and Josh Allen.
Deron Payne doing all right. But he played for the Jets, so everybody give him that excuse. You on the Jets. So we gonna give you that pass. But what I'm saying is, all these Georgia boys that everybody's going crazy for, they might get to the league and straight suck. Right. Probably ain't gonna hear about them no more. So that's why I say for me, it's a crapshoot.
Look,
all them Alabama D tackles that been coming out, they've been doing their thing. Even that boy that got drafted that they said was a concern that went to New England.
Yeah, Baltimore.
Hey, I heard Warren Sapp say he worked with Baltimore, I believe.
Oh, Lord.
And he talked trash about him at first. He was like, I can't work with this dude. Lazy,
I think he said Baltimore. I believe. Don't quote. I believe he said Baltimore called him up.
He said before he got drafted, he's lazy. He's like, I can't work with some of these boys.
But I'm just saying,
New England balling.
I think he said that on the pivot.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna tell you the main where I think that's the 3rd, 4th round because you're gonna see somebody that's gonna come from nowhere and they're gonna be some straight killers. But
what y'all think about the cornerback?
Is a crapshoot.
That was a position in need. I like that. Overall, big draft grade. I give him a D.
I give him a D too.
I give him a D.
I give him a C. Look, fellas. As we wrap this up, we talked about the schedule. We talked about Kyle Trask. We talked about Brady. We had a Saints fan come on here. We had a Cowboy fan come on here. You know what I'm saying? And y'all see the schedule, man. And look, like I said, to wrap this up, I got us at 11 to 12 wins, 11 and a half right up in there. Any closing remarks, man?
Let me tell you, I don't care about the schedule because we got to beat everybody. That's me. I don't care. Show me what you do against good teams. I don't care about them old sorry teams. And then all of a sudden, Brady is awesome and Brady is everything. No, do that against the good team.
We can make the playoffs with Brady.
Who? Is Brady going to play linebacker, defensive tackle? Is he going to get sacks and catch picks? That's all I'll be. See. That's my. But at the same time, hey, some fun watching my Bucs this year though. I'm gonna have some fun watching because I know after this year, it's gonna be a lot of chaos on your channel, Bucko.
Well, we'll see, man. Haitian boy, you got any closing remarks, man?
It's gonna be a season. That's it.
See how he breathing?
It's gonna be a
It's gonna be a
season.
season.
I thought he said we was winning
talking about
13
13
games.
wins.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I ain't worried. I ain't worried about. I'm just saying it's gonna
be.
be a season. Like it's gonna
He
be
like,
some games. It's gonna be some games.
Defense and a running game. That's all I got to say.
Yeah,
Aubrey,
I'm
It's
with
gonna be
you,
some.
bro.
Defense and a
Defense
running game.
running game.
Defense
what you
in a
got?
running game.
What you got, Aubrey?
Yeah, that's what I feel. Defense. I mean, the running game definitely. That's what I got my eye on, man. I know we give him hell for drafting the 2 tight ends. Definitely that 1 tight end. He just like a glorified offensive lineman.
I get it
That's
with
what
y'all,
it
boy.
seemed like. It seemed like that's what he's that's what they draft him for. So maybe they're gonna put emphasis on running the ball. So
They
and
have to.
I was looking at the schedule like who can we run the ball on? Like, but there's some tough teams, man. So I think we'll be able to do it, but it's gonna be tough.
They have to run the ball. It's no buts
Yeah.
ifs about it. Like look at the Saints games for instance, man. Those are the perfect games to run the ball. Like
Right.
if you getting plus 4 yards every carry, why not run the ball?
Well, we're gonna see, man. We're gonna
It's
see.
it's gonna be an interesting season because it's a lot of good teams based off of face. We won't know until
Mhm.
the season get here.
All
So
right. Well, we're gonna see, man. We're gonna talk some more.
yeah,
Next week. Next Friday, of course. I'm gonna do this every Friday. We're gonna come in the locker room. We're gonna chop
yeah.
it up. We're
It's
gonna
my
let.
it's my
eh,
first time in here. I'm trying to get in. I'll be
Yeah. I know. I
just
see you in there.
watching. Yeah, man.
I see you in there.
Yeah, man.
When
Cause
OTA start?
Let me see. OTA start. May 17th, 19th, May 17th to 19th, May 24th to 26th, and May 31st, June 3rd. And then mandatory camp starts June 7th.
So next week.
Yep. So yeah. So we're gonna be rocking next week too. We're gonna get some updates, we're gonna watch some video, we're gonna have some fun.
See what our future quarterback do, man. Kyle Trask.
Right. We're gonna look. I'm watching that carefully.
man,
All right,
All right,
gentlemen.
man.
I appreciate y'all joining the locker room. I'm gonna close this out.
yeah,
I'm gonna close this out.
I appreciate you.
No problem, man. So there you have it. This week's locker room discussion. It was pretty lit. It was live. Folks, there's a lot to talk about this offseason. Kyle Trask, Tom Brady, the schedule, Chris Godwin, who gonna be starting left guard? How is Kyle Trask gonna look at OTAs? We got plenty of information to discuss. So stay tuned for Locker Room Talk on Fridays, man. I do this every Friday. I'll drop a couple of videos during the week sometimes because everything about to slow down now for a little bit. But anyway, with that being said, I want y'all to fire those cannons, seize the day, raise the flag. I'll see y'all next week. Enjoy your weekend. No hashtag today. Buckles lock out. Peace.